Hello students, today we will start first chapter, real number. In this section we have first important topic, Euclid's division lemma. First we have to see that what is this and what this lemma says. Look, if A is dividend, B is divisor, Q is quotient, and R is remainder. See the situation. A divided by B, quotient is Q, and on dividing we are having remainder R. As you know by division algorithm that dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is none else, it is only Euclid division lemma. Now we have to see by example that what it says. Look at some example. By simple number I am taking here. Suppose you are having number 9 and you are dividing by 2. What comes? 2 4s are 8. Remainder is 9. Remainder is 1. Then by Euclid division lemma, what says? A is equal to BQ plus R. We want to try to arrange this situation by this. A is equal to BQ plus R. A is 9, which is dividend. B is divisor, meaning 2. Quotient is 4 and remainder is 1. Look at A is 9, B is 2, Q is 4 and remainder is 1. What is important thing is being here, we want to see it. Actually in Euclid division lemma, one condition follow always, that remainder always greater than or equal to 0 and less than equal to B. Less than to B. We want to check here to this situation. Look, A is 9, B is 2, Q is 4 and R is 1. And I told here that remainder always lies between these two. So how it is? Look at remainder always lies between these two. What is remainder? 1. It is greater than 0 and it is less than B. B meaning 2. It always happens. You can take one more example in which you will get some other condition, like suppose 16 is divided by 4. What comes? 4 4s are 16. And what division lemma says? A equal to BQ plus R. What is your A? 16, which is dividend. What is B? 4. Divisor, what is Q? 4. And remainder is 0. What Euclid division lemma says? The criteria is this one. And this follows A equal to BQ plus R. Look at it is A, B, Q and R. And what is the criteria of R? What is the criteria of R? This one. Where R equal to 0. This one. This is, and what is a B? 4. Now see, your remainder is equal to that number and less than 4. So in all the situations, whenever A equal to BQ plus R follows, always your remainder lies between these two numbers. So this is Euclid division lemma. Now we will see in next section use of Euclid division lemma, and that is HCF of some numbers. Some I told because HCF of 2 numbers can be find out, HCF of 3 numbers can be find out, or HCF of more number can be find out by this Euclid division lemma. First, I want to put one example to getting the process of HCF by Euclid division lemma. So we want to take first example of your book or some other questions which is maybe easy for you. So I'm taking example from my side only. Find the HCF of 450 and 35. I want to find the HCF of these two numbers. Suppose it is 135, it is being better now. So how to find the HCF of 450 and 135 by Euclid division algorithm or Euclid division lemma? Let me speak that the so-called procedure of HCF is by factorization method, but this is not belonging in this year. We have to go through the Euclid division lemma. So how to use Euclid division lemma and how to find HCF by this lemma, let's see. First of all, we have to check which one is a greater number. As usual, it is 450 is being here. So that greater number always called A. The less number is your B. Now in rough section, you have to divide 450 by 135. Guys, in rough section, we will do it. $450 divided by 135. It is 2 times 2 5s are 10, 7. After subtraction, we have 150. $180. Now, look at the situation. On dividing 450 by 135, this is a dividend, this is divisor, this is a quotient, and this is remainder. And what Euclid division lemma says? A equal to BQ plus R. Now join it. A is equal to 450. B is equal to 135. Quotient was 2. And remainder is 180. Now what next step says? This is first step. You don't have to mark of numbering. I'm just telling you because it is very first example. That's why I'm telling you by procedure. This is first procedure. Now second section says whatever you got this here, in which you have a term 450 is equal to 135 into 2 plus 180. like A equal to BQ plus R. Now in next step, whatever you had a B, this will play as A. Whatever you have a B, this will be A, and what is the remainder will be B. Hope you're getting me. Students, after using first procedure and arranging in A equal to BQ plus R, A is equal to 450, B equal to 135, quotient was 2 and remainder is 180. In next step, your B will work as A and your remainder will work as a B. Let me repeat, 450 divided by 135, I think it was a bit change, 3 5s are 15, like that. Let me repeat, let me do some change. It is Q is equal to 3 and remainder is 45. Okay, so I made a simple change. On dividing, it was a bit shortened. So A is equal to 450, B is equal to 135, quotient is as I did again 3, that time I took 2, and remainder is 45. So next section I told that this 135 which was B, now it is A, and this 45 which was remainder, it is B now. Now do again same procedure. 135 will divide by 45 now. Do it. What comes? It is by using again the same law, A is equal to BQ plus R, and arranging the way 135 is equal to B is 45, Q is this time 3 and remainder is 0, and that is only the end of the procedure, and we are waiting for remainder is getting 0, meaning we have to follow the procedure until and unless 0 comes as remainder. When remainder is getting 0, your B is the HCF of 450 and 135, and this is answer. Again, look, I tell you that this procedure will be continue until and unless 0 comes. When 0 comes as a remainder, your B is your HCF of the required number. So this is the example I took from my side only. Let me take one more example of the book. If you have having book with you, you can see page number 5, example number 1. You can also open the book. Question says, by using Euclid's division algorithm or lemma to find the HCF of 12,576 and 4,052. These are a bit big number, but don't worry, procedure is almost same. Solution. What I have told you here in this example, we have a 2 number. Which one is a greater number will be assumed as A. And what is a small number assumed as a B. Now we will do same in rough section, that we will divide to 12576 by 4052. It's a trial error method. You just have to go through the simple division. It is a 3 time. Now, what I am having here, quotient is 3, remainder is 420, dividend is this one, and divisor is this one. So by using the Euclid division lemma, we are having A equal to BQ plus R. So what is A? 12576. What is B? 4052. What is Q? Quotient is 3 and remainder is 420. You remember my words that this procedure will be until and unless your remainder getting 0. It is 420 now. Next procedure I'll do, and as I told you here that it is your, this time it is your B and it is your R. In next procedure, this is your A. And what is the remainder is the B. And again on dividing this number by this number in rough section, what you will get? It is 9 times. Now on dividing, you can see that quotient is 9, remainder is this one, and I'll again write it by A equal to BQ plus R. A is equal to this one, B is equal to 420, Q is equal to, quotient is 9, remainder is 272. This one is the first procedure, this is the second procedure. You don't have to mark 1, 2 and 3. It is very first example from a book, that's why I'm numbering that. Look at in next section, this is remainder, it is not 0. Euclid division lemma says until and unless your remainder is getting 0, we have to do the procedure. In third section, what it was your B, now as count A, and this is your remainder, it is now B. Again we do the same procedure, we do divide 420 by 272 in rough section. In rough section, 420 divided by 272, this is by 1 time. It is, you can see here the division, quotient is 1, quotient is 1, remainder is 142, 148, and as usual 420 and 272 respectively dividend and divisor. So by arranging in A equal to BQ plus R, A equal to 420, B is equal to 272, Q is equal to 1 and remainder is 148. This is third step over. Still remainder is not 0, 148. So I'll do again same that this time 272 it was your B, now it is your A. Fourth step, A is equal to 272 and B is equal to 148. Again in the section we divide 272 by 148. It's 1. Now quotient is 1, remainder is 124, arranged by same way. A is equal to 272, B is equal to 148, quotient is 1, remainder is 124. Students, hope you are getting the similar procedure. What is remainder? 124, meaning we have to go with again. Now this is A, and this is your B. Again on dividing in rough section, what we'll get? 148 divided by 124. As usual, it is one time. Remainder is 24. So I'll arrange by A equal to BQ plus R. A is equal to 148. B is equal to 124. Quotient is 1. Remainder is 24. Still the remainder is not 0. We have to go with the next procedure. Even it is being long, but it is the procedure of Euclid division lemma to find out HCF. Your A has become now 124 and B has become now 24. And I'll divide it in rough section again. So 124 divided by 24, 5 times it happens. And after dividing, I got remainder is 4, quotient is 5. By arranging in A equal to BQ plus R, A equal to 124, B is equal to 24, quotient is 5, remainder is 4. Still the remainder is not 0. I'll go with the next step where A assumed as 24, B is equal to 4, and again by using this law and divide. In the rough section, 24 divided by 4, 4 6 are 24. Wow. This is your, I think, destination. A is equal to 124, B is equal to 4, quotient is 5, and remainder is, A is equal to 24, B is equal to 4, quotient is 5, and remainder is 4. Let me write it again. A is equal to 24, B is equal to 4, quotient is 6, remainder is 0. Now look student, this time what we need till long, that remainder should be 0, it has come, and it indicates that in last stage, in last step, whatever it was your B, this is the HCF of number, meaning the answer will be written that HCF of required number is 4. Look again, the remainder is being 0, then whatever you chosen B, it is your HCF. Hope till now you got the procedure of HCF. Now you do from your book in exercise 1.1. You can see you have a book at page number 7. At page number 7, question number first follow the same procedure in which we were asked here find the HCF of some numbers. So students, you do by yourself and then ask me question on the WhatsApp number. Now I do some more uses of Euclid division lemma. These looks some different, but when it will come in your habit, it will be familiar. So let me take from your book example number 2. You have a book, you can see, because the statement is very important. Statement says, show that every positive integer, you can see in a book, students. is of the form of 2q and positive even integer, and that every positive odd integer is of the form 2q plus 1, where q is an integer. So this is the example number 2 of your book. So let me speak that how to use Euclid division lemma for this question. Question read again. Show that every positive even integer can be written in the form of 2q and every odd positive integer can be written in the form of 2q plus 1, where q is an integer. It's very common sense thing that 2q is even and 2q plus 1 is odd. If you want to judge without solving, you can take q as a number, like q is in an integer, like q is equal to 3, 3 2s are 6, 6 is even. Q is equal to 4, 4 2s are 8, it is even. Q equal to 5, 5 2s are 10, it is even. And 2q plus 1 is always odd, like q equal to 5, 5 2s are 10 plus 1, 11. Q equal to 6, 6 2s are 12 plus 1, 13, it's odd. So, you know 2q is always even, 2q plus 1 is always odd, but we have to show these by Euclid division lemma. So, how to show? Let me speak something. Let me come here at very beginning that I taught you what is Euclid division lemma. A equal to bq plus r, and guys, that very important criteria I have chosen for remainder, that always less than or equal to 0, sorry, greater than or equal to 0 and less than b. So this is very important. Look at here how to solve this question. For solving this question, first you have to go through the solution. Let a be any positive integer, not even, not odd, positive integer. Look at properly. We have to show that 2q is a positive even, 2q plus 1 is a odd, but at beginning your assumption like that a be any positive integer, not even, not odd. Getting student? I repeat my sentence. A be any positive integer. You don't need to write here odd or even. Just take positive integer. And let b is equal to, that 2 will help you to take 2. B is equal to 2. If some question carry 6, you have to take 6. But this is not necessary to take always same number. It's just according to question, or it's depending on question by question. So in this question, this 2 will help to take as a b. So a is a chosen positive integer and b is equal to that 2. Now, by Euclid division lemma says, a is equal to a equal to bq plus r. It's very beginning, later on the time you can understand. A is positive integer, b equal to 2. I haven't done special work, it's just very simple work. A is equal to a be any positive integer, b is equal to 2q, 2q is a quotient and remainder is r. And what it says, I tell you again that what is the remainder criteria. You know that I have taught you here. The remainders criteria is what? This one. So I am writing that the criteria of remainder is, we know that remainder is always follow this one. Now tell me guys, what is a b? B is equal to 2. So what you will write? Tell me. Remainder b is equal to 2. Okay. If you want to hear me again, I repeat all the solution. In question you got that every positive even integer can be written in the form of 2q, and odd positive integer can be written in form of 2q plus 1. I start my solution. So a be any positive integer, not even, not odd, only positive integer, and b will be 2. Then use a Euclid division lemma. Put your values a equal to a, b equal to 2, q equal to q, and remainder equal to remainder. Now choose your criteria of remainder as I have taught in last section. Put your b is 2, and this one. What it meaning? It meaning that remainder is equal to 0, greater than 0, but not equal to 2. Meaning remainder will be equal to r equal to 0 and r equal to 1, not equal to 2. Meaning r is greater than or equal to 0, meaning r equal to 0, r equal to 1, not r equal to 2 because it is not equal to sign here. So this is your values of r. Suppose it is first equation. Now guys, you take one by one values of r here and get your answer. So let me say something that how to get answer. Can you see? Guys, look at again. R equal to 0 and r equal to 1. From where it came? This is by the condition of r always greater than or equal to 0 and less than 2. Now put these values in equation number 1. When chosen in first case r equal to 0 by 1. What is 1? What is 1, guys? Look at one equation. Look at one equation. R equal to 0. Put here